everyone, it's Miss Amy from Camden Public Library, and it is Tuesday, March. Easter's coming, spring is coming, so I wanted to make a cool bunny decoration today. So what you need is a like a soda bottle or some kind of a recycled plastic bottle. You need a styrofoam ball, some cardstock. This is just a scrap. You need like an old magazine so that you can use text. You can use an old map or a scrap of paper or whatever it is that you want to cover your bunny with. You need some googly eyes. I am using Mod Podge today. You can use regular Elmer's glue. This is painter's tape or masking tape or whatever. Some scissors, and I have a piece of brown paper bag that I put down just so that I don't make a mess. So what I'm going to do first is I am going to cut off, so I've got it all dry inside, and I'm going to cut off the label of this first so that I don't have a label. Okay, so there's my clear bottle, and then this is my styrofoam ball, and this is going to be the head of my rabbit. And this can kind of be like an old-fashioned, kind of retro rabbit decoration. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to start by putting on the head, and this is all going to be covered, so it doesn't matter kind of what it looks like right now because we're just trying to get it on there. Okay, and I just want to get this on there, so I'm going at it from all sides so that I get it on. Okay, and I'm just going to cover the whole thing like this. Okay, so now that it's basically on there, now I'm just going to wrap all the way. So I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to wrap all the way around here, like that. Okay. Alright, I'm just going to start wrapping. And it doesn't matter as long as I cover it all up. So I'm just going to keep covering. Doesn't matter which direction, I'm just getting it all covered like this, kind of around. Do it again. Just get all of it covered because that's going to make it easier to glue on than the plastic. Okay, so, and painter's tape or masking tape works really well. Okay, so now I'm kind of going over the same thing, so I'm going to start over here again. Oops, I'm going to start here. There we go. Get in there. Go all the way. I'm just trying to get all of it covered. See, it's getting there. Getting all of the pieces covered. Stretch it a little bit. It'll be a little bumpy, and that's okay. All right, so I'm overlapping again. So where I didn't, where I get right there, okay, overlap. Let's do a little right here. Oops, just like this. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Okay, like that. I'm gonna go over there. Good. Overlap. I'm gonna go here. Put a little bit more on there to get. Yep. I just want to get all of it covered so there is no plastic and no styrofoam showing. Okay, so that's going to end up being the neck. Oops. I'm going to straighten that out a little bit so that it's flat at the end. Yep. There. Alright, so now let's get the bottom. I want the whole thing covered. Whole thing covered. Okay. Alright, so we're getting closer here. I'm going to get a piece on that. Okay. Yeah, I just want that on there. There we go. Alright, so now I'm going to go around on here. Yep. Go around. Get it squeezed on there. Tight and smooth. Almost there. Just get it all smooth. Okay. Oops. Yep. All right. Here we go. Yep. Just a little bit more on there. All right, so almost done. I've got a little bit more. And this is really important that we get this all covered because the glue, we don't want the glue soaking into the styrofoam because then it won't cinch up. Okay, so here we go. There's one there and there's one there. Okay, a little bit more. Okay, so now I've got it all covered. Okay, except for the bottom, and I will finish the bottom after. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start putting my Mod Podge right on there, and I'm going to start covering. Okay, I'm going to start covering. I'm going to put Mod Podge all over this, okay, so that I can put this magazine. So these are magazine strips, okay? So what I did is magazine, and I just cut up the text of the magazine like this, okay, so that you can see like this, right? So I have just the text, okay? And then I'm just snipping it, just like that. Okay, and it doesn't matter what it is because I am just trying to cover it all, okay? And I'm going to cover the whole entire thing with this text. Okay. All over the whole thing. Okay. Like this. Okay. I think now, so what I'm going to do is I am covering this. Okay, so we're gluing. And we're just going to cover the whole thing all over the whole piece. And newsprint might actually work better than magazine, I'm thinking, because the magazine is smooth and it's not bending very well. So I'm just going to keep going, go over the top. Okay, so keep going over the whole thing. I'm going to go down here so that you can see this. Okay, we're going to take that. I'm going to go over the whole thing. I'm going to get glue on all sides. See, this is messy. Okay. Glue the whole thing here. All right, so I'm gluing the whole thing and I'm putting these down. Like that. Okay, so I'm gonna glue. I'm gonna go in all directions, put it over the top of that, go underneath so that it sticks like that. Here we go. Here is another one. Okay, it's starting to stick. So I'm going to cover this whole thing with this. And so here we go again. Yep. Okay. I am going to go over I've got to go over the whole thing here so that I get it all sticky. Okay, so here we go. And I want them going in all different directions. I want small pieces and big pieces. And I'm going to go over them after I put them on with the Mod Podge, so it creates a layer to help them stick. Okay, here we go, like that. So we're going to go like this. I'm going to put that one on there, put that up there. Okay, so I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to keep putting these on. Let's do a big one, like that. Okay, here we go. Whoops. messy. Okay, I'm going to lay this down so I can go like that. Go like that. I'm just going to put that like that, right like that. Yep, and I'm going to hold on to it. Yep. Here we go. Like that. We're getting there. Like that. There we go. Here's a little piece. So I'm going to go like that, around. Mod Podge that down. Okay. Oops. It's getting sticky. Okay. This is coming, but definitely taking longer than I thought. Just keep going with this, okay, so that you have this. All right, so we're going to go like this, like that. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay. We're getting there. A little bit more. Okay. I'm going to go here. Yep. That's good. Okay. I'm going to go there. And you'll see the spots that still need glue. You'll see them. Okay. So the whole thing, we're getting there. Okay. Yep. There we go. And here we go. Over the whole thing so that nothing comes up. It's a lot of work. Okay. So, here we go. Okay. So, this needs to go here. And this is what's really tricky. Once we have all of this glued on, okay, on here, all of this Mod Podged on, then what we're going to do, and I'm gonna stop right here, is I'm gonna let it dry. Okay, I'm gonna let it dry on there. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cut out, and I'm going to fold this cardstock in half just so that you know. Okay. Just so we know what we're doing. Okay, and what we're going to do is I'm going to make some rabbit ears because I want ears that are going to go on here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. Okay, I'm going to put them on here and I'm going to Mod Podge them right in. Okay, so I'm going to fold it over so you can have one that's bent and one that's not. And I'm going to put them on like that. Okay, and I'm going to Mod Podge them in. There's one. And I will totally cover those with the text. So I'm going to go like this. There's one. Mod Podge that right on there. You can see it is right on there. And I'm going to cover each one just like that and get it all nice and smooth like that. Okay, now that it's getting wet, it's starting to stick better. Yeah. Get some underneath. There we go. Okay. So you can see the basic part of my rabbit. And then what I will do is I'm going to put a little bit, I'm going to put some glue on here. Okay. Some Mod Podge. I'm going to put it on both sides so you can see. Just like that. Okay. And then I'm going to do this to my rabbit. And I'm going to Mod Podge this whole thing on so that it gets all covered, the whole bunny. Okay, so here we go. Mod Podge our bunny on there like that. I'm going to go like that. Okay, tuck it in. Okay, tuck some in here. And this is really cool. And this is a great way to use recycled materials. And I'm going to keep going with this. And I'm going to kind of bend my ear a little bit with the Mod Podge so that it can dry like that. And I'm going to keep going and keep covering my bunny ear here. Yep. Mod Podge just like that. Remember, it's going over the whole entire thing, including the back. Mod Podge it all. Yep. Okay. All right, so I just want you to see this, and then I'm going to finish this up, and you guys can work on the rest of this and do this on your own. So I want you to see a little bit more with my strips. Okay, here is Mod Podge like this. So we're kind of paper macheing, kind of, but we're doing it with Mod Podge. It is kind of like paper mache. And here we go, and there we are, and it's set. And what I'm going to do, remember, because I want my ear kind of floppy. Okay, there is one of his ears. I'm going to get it so that it goes forward like that, and then I'm going to put my eyes right on there, and then I have a really simple direct bunny decoration, and I've used a recycled bottle, painter's tape, Mod Podge or glue, and an old magazine and some cardstock. So try it out. Hugs to you all. Happy creating. I'm going to keep working on this. Miss Amy.